Hello, I'm here to try to do our second week assignment. I'm very enjoying the class with speaking and public speaking. Really enjoying that aspect and learning more about that. But go ahead and get to this assignment. They say go ahead and keep it fun on an introduction. So I tried to do that seriously. I did, and I tried to go through my head and try to think about little things that I knew that would work, but I don't think it would go through the 2 to 5 to 3 minute stretch. But there is an event that is really memorable that's on my mind and my heart right now, and it's about my father and how I couldn't get that connection and to talk to him or to spend time with him because he was basically never there, never around. But he was actually there for my brother, my older brother, who's 2 years older than me. But I actually didn't get a chance to spend time with him or see him or basically get to know him. And they basically say that we basically look just alike, but I don't really see the resemblance at all. I don't know if it's hatred or whatever, but it is what it is. But the event that I just wanted to touch on is what basically currently just happened to us because I finally got a chance to see him again in probably about 13, 14 years, give or take a couple of years, a couple of months, couple of weeks or days or whatever. But it all started when I was basically searching through Facebook, sending out posts, talking to a couple of people, trying to see whose birthdays it was, what events was going on, or anything like that. And I came up on this news report about something that happened in Oakland. And I was like, oh, wow, this looks and sounds kind of crazy. And it was like an accident. And accidents, basically happens all the time. Close to home, you don't really hear about anything like that or a post of anything else on the sort. But from the accident, let me give you a chance to touch bases on me and my dad's relationship. Um, Basically, didn't know anything about the guy at all. Sometimes you can sense different smells, hear different people talk, and they kind of relate to other people and kind of get you the notion, the thought process to think about somebody else. But with me, no. Only thing I did remember clearly is that an old cigarette to cigarish type, beerish type smell. That's what brought me into thinking about him and thinking about this smell does sound kind of, does sound and feel kind of familiar. Now, from that point, I never really had any type of connection or attention with him at all. Like the last previous time that he contacted me, it was over some money about starting a hobby type class or something like that. And I was like, no, that's not what I'm actually trying to get into. And aren't you calling me to say, how you doing or what's been going on with you in your life for the last 10 years? How was high school graduation, college, and your Navy life? I don't know, something like that instead of asking to borrow some money from your son that you ain't seen or talked to in 10 years. That was kind of wild. But to get back to what I was saying when I previously started, the accident was about the car crash that he had actually been into. He was actually camping under a bridge. And you guys can look this up. San Francisco County News Times probably happened on the 15th of June of last year on Father's Day. Ironic, right? So he was in an accident, and basically he was killed they say he was killed by a drunk driver who had basically ran straight through his encampment right off the freeway and kind of like he missed everybody that was in the camp, from the homeless people to the stragglers, except for him. And the car hit him, and he actually died on the scene. And since that point, I've been thinking that he's actually got an scapegoat or a pass where he didn't basically have to face his demons or kind of face his fears on connecting and reconnecting and answer for all the things that he's done. So being good or bad, that actually made me make sure that with my kids and my children, I'm going to make sure that I'm there with them, to talk with them, to spend time with them, and to basically do anything and everything that he didn't do, you know what I'm saying? Or he did do the opposite of, because, I don't know what the things that he did do right, but with me, I never could touch bases on them and I never can find out what they were. So, it's kind of crazy to have a father that was never in your life, that you never seen, that you never heard about, that you rarely ever talked to, die and leave a stain on your memory of passing away on Father's Day. And that would be great if that was the end of the story. But I just heard from a past month that they built a memorial service in his honor at the actual crash site. Uh, they said it was kind of put together by his here today, gone tomorrow, or estranged type wife, ex-wife, or person that he was just with at the time. And me and my older brother have no feelings or, bad blood towards her, but it's the fact of the matter is that we don't have any, input or thought process in anything that's going on or anything that's what's basically happening. With him or with the estate, or basically, with what's going on with this somewhat memorial. So 2 years later, it's still going on the line. We're still dealing with a father that really didn't have anything to do with us. So this story is basically what was on my mind, and this is basically what I wanted to talk about. And this is all that I had on my mind. So I'm sorry if it was kind of a downer on the holiday of Labor Day, but I just wanted to touch bases and share my heart about the subject. Thanks for listening.